Can you lose weight without exercise? The answer is yes, but before you go anywhere, let's look into that and go a little deeper. If you want to learn how to build muscle and how to lose body fat for free by watching these YouTube videos, then click the subscribe button, and if you click the little bell as well, that will notify you every time I upload a new YouTube video. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you what type of exercise I recommend, so that if you do want to start some exercise, you know what to do. Okay, so let's get into the video. So the first thing that I want everyone to understand is we don't want to lose weight, because losing weight could mean water weight. You can lose a few pounds of water weight overnight. You can also, I could even chop your arm off and you've lost weight. We want to start using phrases like, I want to lose body fat, I'm going to lose body fat, because body fat is what we're trying to burn, is what we're trying to lose, not weight. The number one driving factor when it comes to fat loss is eating in a calorie deficit. You will have to eat in a calorie deficit if you want to lose body fat, and that basically just means eating less calories than you burn each day. And that's something that you have to do if you want to lose body fat. You cannot lose body fat without eating in a calorie deficit. So while it's possible to lose body fat without exercise, my point is, why would you not utilize exercise? Exercise is a brilliant tool to help you get to your goal quicker. It's not just good for health to exercise, good for your heart, things like that. It will also help you get to your goal quicker, because with more exercise you're going to burn more calories, you're going to place yourself in that calorie deficit easier, meaning you're going to burn more calories, burn more body fat. The other very important thing about losing body fat is when you have lost that body fat, whether it's 10 pounds or 50 pounds, you want to look good underneath that, and without exercise you're just going to look skinny and frail. You're not going to look like you're a lean, muscular person. Before I move on to the bonus tip and show you my recommended exercise for you to start out with, one thing I would say is it's not a trade-off between the two. It's a beginner mistake to say, should I do exercise without dieting or should I do dieting without exercise? Don't compare the two. It's the same with exercises. People say, should I do this exercise versus this exercise? Do them both. If you've got a toolbox of exercises and different techniques and tips and things that you can use to get to your goal, don't trade off between this one or that one. Use both of them. So for the bonus tip, let's talk about two different types of exercise I recommend. So the first one is plain old simple walking. In my opinion, this is the best type of cardio you can do. It's not difficult. Everybody can do it. There's literally no excuses. And just an hour of walking, you can burn a couple of hundred calories, which is going to help you be in that calorie deficit. It also is going to help you with your mind. It's going to help you feel more clear. I recommend walking on an empty stomach first thing in the morning before you eat anything. This way you're going to burn even more calories. If you can't do that or you don't want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you get the walking in. I recommend 30 to 60 minutes a day. But if you can't get that in, or you don't want to get that in, you don't want to make the commitment to it, then just start out with 3 times a week doing 20 minutes. You can build up from there, build up to 30 minutes 3 days a week. And 6 months from now, you might be able to build up to doing 60 minutes a day. You can get that walking in before school, after school, before work, after work, whenever, even in your lunch break. You can get that walking in. Walk to the gym if you're already going to a gym. There's so many different times in the day that you can do it, and there's so many things you can do while you're walking. If you find walking boring, you can always listen to music, you can always listen to a podcast, you can always listen to an audio book. There's no excuse. You can always learn and do something while you're doing the walking. The absolute best type of exercise anyone can do is weight training. And I know it can be a scary topic if you don't do it and you've never done it before, but that's okay. You can start out really small. I'll talk about that in a second. But weight training is one of the best things you can do for your body, not just for your heart and your health, but also when you do lose this body fat, you're going to look good. You're going to have built a few pounds of lean muscle, which is going to make you actually look like you have a good physique rather than looking skinny. So I recommend weight training. Not to mention you're going to burn a ton of calories weight training as well, because your body's constantly having to repair itself, and that requires calories to do it. The biggest mistake that people make, and this is the biggest mistake that I've personally made, is wanting everything to be perfect. You want to start weight training, you want to start dieting and getting in shape, but you want everything to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. The best thing you can do is genuinely just start. If you do 20 minutes of walking 3 days a week, and go to the gym 3 days a week for 20 minutes, just look online and do some exercises. Look at these videos, do some exercises. I have other videos. I have one titled the only 4 exercises that you need. You can watch that video. Go and do those 4 exercises. Do that 3 days a week. Just spend 20 minutes in the gym. Over a few weeks, you're going to build the habit of doing that, and at that point, that's when you can think more about programming and making sure that you actually maybe have a program designed by a coach, or do some research online and find the best exercises, put them into a program, and start being more consistent and do a bit more volume to hit your goals.